Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video and you're welcome back again to another tutorial. If you're new here, my name is Winifred and I create crochet related content, basically tutorials. So today we'll be learning how to make this wrap skirt with a waistband. It's very easy and beginner friendly, and I hope you enjoy making this skirt, and if you do, don't forget to tag me on your Instagram posts. Thank you once again for clicking on this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. So for today's project, we'll be using a 3.5mm crochet hook and a 5mm crochet hook. I have this yarn. I got it a while back and it's all messed up, so I have to be careful. And all I know is it's 100 grams. You also need a tape measure and a pair of scissors and maybe stitch markers. I don't know. I'm going along as I go. So for the waistband, we'll be using a smaller hook size, and for the rest of the skirt, we'll be using the bigger hook size. So you size up for it. It doesn't come with a recommended hook size, but definitely a 3.5. A 3.5 will be good for this. But then because it's going to be a mesh skirt, I want to size up to a 5mm crochet. So I'll switch my hook when the time comes. But for now, you grab your yarn and you make a slip knot. And then we are going to start making double crochet foundation chains. So yarn over, insert your hook. So I didn't start, sorry. So to make a slip knot, turn your work and then into your two fingers, a thumb and your index finger, you insert it into a loop and then pinch through. That's an easy way of making a loop. I like to make my slip knot with the hook. Reaching up 3, yarn over, insert your hook into the last hook from the chain, pull 2, drag 3 loops on your hook, pull 2 1, pull 2 2, and then pull 2 the remaining 2. Now it creates a loop like 3 here. Yarn over, insert your hook in there, pull 2, pull 2 1, pull 2 2, and pull 2 2. So repeat the process. Yarn over, insert your hook into the loop in here, pull 2, pull 2 1, pull 2 2, and pull 2 2. So go ahead and repeat this till you get to the waist measurement. Please, you should get to the waist measurement when stretched, because this is stretchy when you do this. So go ahead and get to the waist measurement, and I'll let you know how many I got. So I'm back and I have 80 double crochet foundation chains, and I'm making with the waist measurement 28. So I'm going to stretch it to that measurement. So as it stands now, it's like about 23 inches, and then it stretches to 28. So this is going to be on the waist. So if you want it on the lower waist, you have to make it bigger, but this is fine. So go ahead and we're going to join. I keep on always forgetting to leave a long tail so that I can join the other side. This looks pretty small, but this kind of work stretches over time. So join with a slip stitch and then pull a long loop. And then for the tail over here, we'll go over it with a single crochet later. So just find a way to join it. I've really forgotten how I join. So I'm going to tie a knot. Just be careful. A loose knot, and as you're doing it, just pull this closer so that it's firm. You have to get it right. So after you make sure the upper part is attached well, this is it. So we're going to do something different. Yeah, so this one already, we're going to do front loop, back loop, double crochet. And this one already looks like a front loop. So you chain up 2, and chain up 2, and we are going to go in here with a back loop. So Instead of going in here, I won't go in there. I'm going to go into the back loop, make a back loop double crochet, and then instead of going in here, we'll go into the front, and then we'll alternate between front loop double crochet and back loop double crochet. So go ahead and do this till you get to the end of this place. I'm at the end here. It looks pretty small, but it stretches, so it's fine. So guys, I'm back, and I made a mistake. This yarn is not as stretchy as I thought. So please, if your yarn is stretchy, do it the first method I taught you. If not, make it almost the measurement. So I had to add extra 10 double crochet foundation rows to it. So I have 90 double crochet foundation rows instead of 80 at the beginning, and this is it. When you divide your waist measurement into two, I'm working with size 28, so that's 14. So if it's minus 1 inch, it's not bad. So do that, and then it stretches to 14 and a little bit after. So if your work is stretchy, make it like -2. If it's not stretchy, -1. That's fine. It's not that stretchy, it's stretchy. So after you join with a slip stitch, chain up 2, turn your work, and then here you have a front double crochet. So you're going to go in here with a front double crochet, and then you have a um back loop double crochet. I forgot to add a loop. And you basically repeat it till you get to your desired waistband length. I think I'll do mine for about 1 inch. So that is going to be just the rows. So that's fine. When I finish this, I'll decide if I want to add a few more rows to it, or the waistband is fine like this. So go ahead and then make your waistband as thick as you want yours to be. That means at the end of your row, you have your thick waistband. So I'm back, and I have 5 rows in total. This is kind of stretchy, but not so stretchy. If you wear this, it's a pants, so I want to tighten the waist. So this is it, and I'm going to drop the 3.5mm crochet hook, and then go ahead and use a 5mm crochet hook. So insert your hook at the joining with a slip stitch, chain up 4, turn your work, and then into that very same space you're going to go in there with a treble crochet. So you yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull through, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through the remaining 2. Chain 1, and then yarn over twice, and into the next stitch go in there with a treble crochet. Then you chain up 1. But as we are chaining up 1, we are alternating between 2 treble crochets and 1 treble crochet in each stitch. So since we increased and we did not increase, the next stitch you are going to increase, chain up 1, and into that same stitch go in there with a treble crochet again, chain up 1, and it's assume we've increased here. So into the next stitch you go in there with just 1 treble crochet, and you alternate, but don't forget to chain your 1, yarn over twice. So we are going to be increasing in the next. We're still doing our chain 1 at the end of each treble crochet. I hope this is not confusing. Chain up 1 in the next, no increase. Chain up 1 in the next, increase. So go ahead and do this all the way till you get to the end of the row, and then we'll do something different right here. So I'll meet you when you get back to this side. So guys, I'm back, and I've ended without an increase. This is what I have so far. So
instead of joining with a slip stitch, we're going to do something different. Continue for about, we're going to yarn over this. We're going to crochet over this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll end here. I made a mistake, so I have like 2 4 loops here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll end here, or probably on the seventh. So it doesn't really matter what space you're going into. I'm going to go into the spare space, and I'm going to make an increase since the last one was not an increase. So for this project, we don't join our work. We work from one end to the other. So one increase. So the next is not going to be an increase. So I'm just going to stick my hook in wherever I can. No increase, right? Yeah. So you see it's still flat on it. So the next stitch, I'm going to go in there with, this is too light for me. So too light for me. So I'm going to pull through from, how to do it again. Then set my hook in here, and then I'm going to increase. So yeah, in the next stitch, so I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 these, and then the next I'm going to go in there. So I'm repeating the same thing. Did I yarn over twice? Feels like that was a double crochet. So now increase for the next stitch. I don't like grabbing onto one thing like strand, so I'm going to put the whole thing. I still feel like this is a double crochet, or it's just me. Yeah. So no increase for that. Um, into the next, we're going to increase. Like we are increasing in the spaces and skipping the double crochet. Let me try and fix that. So that is the same thing. You just have to be like careful. There's too much spaces, so I removed it. So make sure the spaces are not too much. There's no increase for this row. So you see, this will align with this. So I'm going to increase in the next so it aligns with that. Let's increase here. See, this is very tricky. I'm supposed to increase in here rather than the next no increase. So please be checking. So no increase in the next. Continue with this till no increase. Increase. So I've gotten two. So I started here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm here. I'll end on the seventh, I believe. But why not? Increase in the next. I hope you understand what I'm doing over here. If not, please be carefully look. Carefully look. So this is my last stage, and what did I end with? no increase. So for the ending row, no chaining of one. So this is what I have. It's like this laps over this, and then you can wear it both way, whether good side or bad side, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it looks like I may have increased more on this side, but it's a mesh and it doesn't really matter. So for this project, it doesn't matter. So for the next row, I'm going to chain up 4 or 5. Let me chain and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts as a treble crochet, so 5 is our turning chain, and you are going to yarn over twice and go into the treble crochet with a treble crochet. Chain one and into the next, skip the chain one space into the next treble crochet, go into that with a treble crochet. Chain one, skip the chain one into the next, go in there with a treble crochet. So that's it for row 2. Repeat till you get to the end of the row, and I'll show you what to do when you get to the end of the row. So I am back, and then this part looks more filling than this part, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I think I should have gone into these spaces, forced my way into, there's some spaces in here. What do you guys think? Should I unravel? I have the edge of unraveling and redoing it, but it's fine. I'll just make this side a good side. I'll just tell, this is a gift for my friends. I'll just tell her to make this side a good side. I mean, it's a mesh, so like I said, it really doesn't matter for this kind of mesh I'm doing. I'm just winking it as I go along. So for the next row, since I ended up with a double, you treble crochet in here, chain one and treble crochet into the chain 4 space. So now I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, which is the chain 1 space. Yarn over twice and set your hook into the double crochet space, and then you repeat this row. So I'm going to do about 4 in total or 5 in total. I'll let you know how many rows I did very soon. So go ahead and repeat yours for as long as you want. I'll do about 4 or 5 rows in total. So I'm back and I have 5 rows of chain 1 and 1 treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excluding this row. This was our increasing row. So we're going to do another pattern. So after every 5 rows, we change the pattern. That's the idea I'm going for. So chain up 6, turn your work into that same stitch, yarn over twice and make a treble crochet in there. So at this point, you know how to make a treble crochet. Chain up 3, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and the fourth going there with a single crochet. Chain up 3, yarn over twice, and then skip 3 stitches again, 1, 2, 3, into the fourth going there with a treble crochet. Chain up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over twice, and then make another treble crochet into the same stitch. So this is the pattern we are going for. Chain 3, skip 3 stitches. So we are always going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. So please pay attention here. After your chain 3, make a single crochet. Chain 3 again, and then get ready to make a treble crochet. So you skip 3 stitches, and then into the fourth, you go in there with a treble crochet. So for the treble crochet space, you chain up 5, and yarn over twice and make another treble crochet into that same stitch. So you're alternating between these stitches. 1, 2, then chain 3 again, skip 3 stitches into the fourth, a single crochet. Chain 3, skip 3 into the fourth, a treble crochet. Chain 5, and then a treble crochet into the same stitch again, and then you repeat this pattern. So chain 3, single crochet, chain 3 again, treble crochet, all skipping 3 stitches. So go ahead and repeat this till you get to the end of the row. The chain 1 counts as a double stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how come I'm skipping like that. So meaning I'm just skipping this and then to the next treble crochet going there. So guys, I'm back and I'm at the end of row 2 for the new pattern. So for the other rows, I don't want to be counting the long thing. So for row 2 for the other pattern, this skirt will be based on length. So yarn over twice, and in the last stitch we are going to do something different. So I'm ending with a treble crochet. So after making my first treble crochet, I'll chain 2 and then you yarn over and insert your hook into the same stitch and then you make a treble crochet. Just like the beginning, we chained 6 and then chained and then made a treble crochet. That's why we are doing that. At the beginning, we chained 6, made a treble crochet. So we had to make the end and then the beginning look the same. If you are ending with a single crochet, you scratch that. So the next row you chain up 4, turn your work. So if you ended with a treble crochet like me, chain 4, turn your work, and then yarn over twice and then make a treble crochet into that single crochet space. But if you ended with a single crochet, please start the row like how we started the other row. That's chaining 6 and making a treble crochet into this. You have this next. So if you ended with a single crochet, you have this. So you chain 6, turn your work, make a treble crochet into this. You know what? Try and end with a treble crochet so I don't confuse you. Try your best and end with a treble crochet. So yarn over, make a treble crochet, chain up 5. So I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over twice, insert your hook into the same stitch again. Chain 3. And then you make a single crochet into the chain 5 space. So where we have chain 5 space, we'll make a single crochet, and where we have a single crochet, we'll make a treble crochet. So chain up 3, yarn over twice, and then make a treble crochet into the single crochet space. Chain up 5, yarn over twice, insert your hook in there again. So like I was saying, if you ended with a single crochet, just start the row like we started here and then make your single crochet in the treble crochet space and then repeat and go along with it. So that's for row 2. So please alternate between row 2 and 3. I'll come and show you at the end of row 2 how to end your row for row 2 again and how to begin your row for row 3, and then you can do this row as many times as you want. So I have 3. I think I have 3. I'm not too sure. So chain 5 space, you go in there with a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then your single crochet space, you go in there with a treble crochet. So alternate between that. I hope I didn't confuse you if you ended with a single crochet. I try my best in explaining, but I think what I said is self-explanatory, or better yet, try and end with a treble crochet. So I'm back and I'm at the end of row 2 for this pattern, and I've ended with a single crochet. So if you ended with a single crochet, you can do what I'm doing. That's the beginning of this row. So you chain up 6, you turn your work, and you yarn over twice and make a treble crochet into that same stitch, just like the way we did the first row. And at the end of that row, instead of chaining 5, you chain 2. Please remember, so please go back and watch because you'll be repeating these rows till you have like 5 to 7. I wanted to make 5, but it's a little bit small, so I may make 7 rows of this. So I'm just bringing it as I go along. So yeah, so you chain 3 after that, make a single crochet into the chain 5 space, chain 3, make a treble crochet into the single crochet space, and then you alternate between the rows and then develop on your number of rows. So I'll let you know how many rows I did. So in every single crochet space, you go in there with your treble crochet, chain 5 treble crochet, and every chain 5 space, you go in there with a single crochet. So yeah, I showed you how to begin a row when you end the single crochet, and to begin a row when you end with the increase over a treble crochet, or what you call this a V-stitch. So I'll let you know how many rows I did. This is row number 3, and it looks quite small. So I may be doing 7 rows instead of 5, as I said initially. You can do the number of rows you want, as long as it looks good on your piece of work. Why not? So I am back, and I have 7 rows of this pattern, and it looks like a flower. I don't know what this pattern is called. I've forgotten the name. Maybe I'll write it down. So we are going to go back to a different kind of pattern. I like this, but it's not dropping down quickly, and I really want stitches that are long, so I'm going to do something different. So after 7 rows, I'm going to switch it up. Okay, and for that one, I don't know how many rows I'll do. I know I said 5 rows each, but this one was too small for 5 rows. So for the next row, chain up 7. Turn your work and yarn over 3 times. You are doing a triple treble crochet, and then you go into this treble crochet space. Chain 1, yarn over 3 times, and skip these 3 chain, and then into the single crochet space you go in there with a triple treble crochet. Chain 1, yarn over 3 times, into this treble crochet, go in there, chain 1, yarn over 3 times, and into this chain 5 space you're going to go in there with a triple treble crochet, and then you repeat the pattern. Yarn over 3 times, and into this treble crochet, go in there, chain 1, yarn over 3 times, into a single crochet space, you go in there with a triple treble crochet. So go ahead and repeat that to the end of this row. Oh, oops, I skipped one, so make sure you don't skip. So I'm at the end of this row. So I'm back, and I'm done with my first row of my triple treble crochet. So I'm at the end of this row, and I realized I had not recorded. I almost went ahead to continue. So at the end of this row, from now on, you'll be chaining 6 to start your work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn your work, yarn over 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then you treble crochet on top of the treble crochets. Chain 1, yarn over 3 times, treble crochet on each treble crochet. So I don't know how many rows I'm doing for this row. I'll let you know how many rows. This is going to be a long skirt, so anything to make the length go longer for me, and so I can crochet at a lesser time, is what I'm going for. I really love how this turned out, but it's making the work shorter. I want something that's longer, so maybe I'll alternate and do this one for the treble crochet version to see if triple crochet version to see if it would be cool. So until then, I'll let you know how many rows I did for this. So when you end your work, chain 6, turn your work, and then continue with the same pattern. Treble crochet into a treble crochet space like this, chain 1, and then treble crochet, triple treble crochet, sorry, triple treble crochet. So yarn over 3 times. So I'm back and I'm done with my 5 rows of triple treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to be redoing this row, but this time a treble treble crochet. So chain up 7, so chaining up 7. Let me chain again. Turn your work and yarn over 3 times and set a triple treble crochet into that same stitch. Chain 3. So basically you're repeating what we did here. The only difference is you are triple treble crochet, not treble crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In the fourth, you go in there with a single crochet, chain up 3, triple treble crochet, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the fourth, go in there with a triple treble crochet, and then chain up 5, triple treble crochet into the same stitch, chain up 3. So the same thing, just like this time, so treble crochet, triple treble crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the fourth, go in there with a single crochet. So go ahead and repeat this till you get to the end of the row. I'll show you how to end the row, and then we'll be doing probably 7 rows of this again, like what we did for this. So I'm back and I'm at the end of this row, and like we did for the other side, we end the row with just chain 2. So I have 1 chain here. You already have the 2 chains. So after you do your first triple treble crochet and chain 2, yarn over 3 times, and then you go into the same stitch with the triple double crochet, chain up 5. The previous one we chained up 4 or 3, I'm not sure, but chain up 5 for this one. And you're going to go in here with a triple treble crochet and over 3 times. So you're alternating between this at the beginning you chain, I chained 7 right here. So at the beginning of this row you chain 5, yeah, triple treble crochet, chain up 5, chain 3. So the same pattern, on top of the chain 5 you make a single crochet, and in the chain 1, in the single crochet you make your triple treble crochet. So repeat as you have your desired length. So for this one, the only difference is you started the row with chain 7 and then did a treble crochet. And then when you're ending the row, chain 2. And when you're beginning the row, chain 5 to start. And at the end of this row, I'll show you when I get to the end of this row. Show you how to start the row one last time, then you alternate. So it's the same thing we are doing, just that it's a triple treble crochet with some extra chains at the start and then at the end. So I'm at the end of the row to show you how to end the row.
Guys, I'm back and I'm at the end of this row. So you end the row with a single crochet. So it's the same as this row. So please don't get confused. Because this is a triple crochet, I'm going to chain up 7. So this is the last row. I'm going to show you what to do. 7. When you turn your work, yarn over 3 times into that same stitch you go in there with a treble crochet. So remember, you ended with a single crochet. So chain 3, and then you do a single crochet into the chain 5 space, chain 3, and do a treble crochet in the single crochet space. So now you end the row with a treble crochet, chain 2, and a treble crochet. That's how you end the row. Ending of the row, that one you have to chain 2, but in the middle of the row you are going to be chaining 5 after a treble crochet. So after you do that, like the way we started this row, then you alternate between the rows. We started this row with um, a chain of 5, which also counts like as a single crochet. It started like that. So alternate between the rows. I hope this is not confusing. If it is, please go back and watch how we started this second row to be able to continue to the fourth row. And I think I'll do 7 rows of this row as well. See the length and then see if I change the pattern, or I'll just alternate between this row and then this row. I mean the triple crochet in this. So guys, I'm back and I'm done doing 7 rows of this, and I've decided to alternate between this row and this row. I did, this one is 5 rows of triple crochet and then 7 rows of this. I'll alternate between these rows, just that I may change the number. Maybe I'll just do 3 rows of this and then later I'll do 5 rows of this. I'll just be playing around with the number of rows, but it's the same thing throughout. So I'm going to show you how to begin and end this row for the last time, and then I'll be back to show you the final outcome, because it's the same thing. Or if I have to do something to the edging at the end of the top, I don't know which of the stitches I'll end with, and then I'll come back and let you guys know. But it's the same thing. Or you can also rewind it and watch how I started and began this row. So for this row, like we started the other row, we started these ones because it's going to be a triple crochet. You chain up 7, and then you turn your work. I've already turned my work. Triple crochet, 1 2 3. That's yarning over 3 times, and into this treble crochet space you go in there with a triple crochet. Chain 1, treble crochet. Into the single crochet space you go in there, chain 1, triple crochet. Into the triple crochet space you go in there, chain 1, triple crochet. Into the chain 5 space you go in there with a triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet, and into the next treble crochet. So you're going to every triple crochet and single crochet space, chain 1, triple crochet. The next one is a single crochet, so you go in there, chain 1, triple crochet into this space, this triple crochet space, chain 1, triple crochet into the chain 5 space. So it looks like you're skipping every 3 stitches, and in the chain 5 stitch, just go in there, and then don't forget to chain your 1. So do that to the end of this row. I'll show you what to do at the end of this row, and I'll just be alternating between this, and then I'll just play around with a number of rows. So I'm back and I'm done with the first row of the triple crochet, and then like I said, I'll be alternating between this and this. So you have to go back and then watch how we started and ended the row for this and for this as well. So for this one, when you are done, you chain up 7 again. This one is straightforward, not as confusing as this one. So you chain 7, turn your work, triple crochet, into, and then you make a triple treble crochet into that triple treble crochet. Chain one, yarn over 3 times, and then repeat. Basically straightforward and easy. So go ahead and build upon your desired length. Mine is supposed to be a long skirt, so I'll figure out the number of rows I want to do. So I'll play around with the number of rows by the same pattern. This is more beautiful than this, but this one gives of the length I want. And then so far this is how the skirt looks like with the patterns. And I feel like this one was too long for the pattern, but I'll just alternate between and see. So I'll come back and show you if there are any finishing touches I should do, or if I'll leave the skirt as it is as I'm crocheting. So build upon your length, and I'll come back again to give you any additional tips or changes I did. Hi guys, so I am back, and for this side I did 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I did 5 rows of this stitch, and then I did 2 extra rows to complete the row, and then my yarn was done. So I cut out the yarn. I mean, it's done, except for just a little bit. So I've attached it to the one that was up here earlier, the starting chain. So this is optional. You can just finish up at your desired length, but I'm coming to create a loop with this, and now I'm going to continue with a double crochet, front loop double crochet, and back loop double crochet. So I think I'll unattach this. I'm coming. So I've removed this because it was giving me problem. So attach your yarn, and I will rather make a loop first and then chain up one. I'm going to attach this to this first. I'll weave them in. So that's stable. And then chain up two. And this is a front loop double crochet. So I'm going to do a front loop double crochet and a back loop double crochet. Like I said, this is optional, or you can just go all the way around with a double crochet. So go ahead and make your front loop. Do I like I said front loop, front post back, front post double crochet, back post double crochet. I always have a difficult time pronouncing this. So I'm going to go all the way around, come back, and then I'll go all the way around with the final single crochet. And whatever yarn is left, I can use that for the drawstring. So I'm done. Like I said, totally optional. So after you join with a slip stitch, then you're going to go all the way around with a single crochet. This is where you weave these ends in. So chain one first, and join with a single crochet all the way around. So join with a single crochet all the way around, cut off your yarn, and then you'll be done. Thank you for watching this video today, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can let me know what you want me to do next, and I'll be happy to do that for you. Please leave a comment in the comment section below as well. I realized my single crochet wasn't coming into the frame, So this is a single crochet. Insert your hook, pull two, and you pull through two. Insert your hook, pull two, and you pull through the remaining two. So that's it for a single crochet. So this is all the yarn I'm left with, and I decided to double the strands, use the same hook to just make a long drawstring. So this drawstring will be hidden inside, and you won't see it, or the person can also wear it on the outside, depending on what the person wants. But I think for, on the inside will be better. So just make a slip knot and then chain loosely. I'm not going to count obviously because it's a drawstring. That's it.